Welcome to the first live stream of Stunhanger Woodworks. We're going to talk tools, and as some know, I have another channel which is Stunhanger. We build model airplanes, but I'm going to be building some cabinets and some projects on this particular channel. And me being a mechanic, I understand that having good tools is very important to the quality of the work. So I've been buying some tools over the last few weeks or months or whatever, and I'm going to show you those tools, and we'll do an unboxing. I just picked up another tool, but first thing I want to talk about is this DeWalt drill impact set. I got this on sale. I think it was $149 at Lowe's, and it comes with a drill and an impact. Now you'll notice something different about my impact here is that I went online. These are the batteries that it comes with. These are the DeWalt 2 amp hour lithium ion batteries. They're 18650s inside this cell. They're stacked up. Online I found a super deal, 2 batteries for $125 of these Power Stack batteries. Now these Power Stack batteries are very similar to the ones that we're using on our airplanes, where they're bags stacked up. These 2 amp hour batteries put out more power than those 2 amp hour batteries, almost equivalent to a 5 amp hour battery. And I'll tell you this, I use this drill at work and impact at work all day, one charge. And they're still, and I do a lot of, they're still fully charged. That one's fully charged. And that one's fully charged. So I'm very happy with that setup. DeWalt makes a good product, even though it's Hencho and China. So we'll put this back in the box. We're going to be going back to Missouri. We're going to start the shop build. I ordered some plans online for some modular cabinet drawers, and we're going to build that as our first project. And I think that I'll leave a link where you can get those plans. Not in this video, but when I start building those, we'll leave a link. And I think every modeler is going to be very pleased with what this kid has come up with. He did a super job. So the next tool we're going to talk about is my favorite subject, sanding. Get this back in the box. Oh, got a speed square. Got some stuff here. Oh man. Bear with me, guys. I got to get it back in the box. Okay, back in the box. Now, even though I'm a mechanic and I like really good tools, Harbor Freight has a good use. This is an angle finder, and basically you can use it to find any angle you want. I think it was $1.99, or it was a ridiculous price. What do you need a snap-on one of these for? You don't. 1, 2, 3 blocks. What gives them that name is it's 1 inch thick, 2 inches wide, 3 inches long. So if you have 2 of them, you can make combinations of That's 4 inches long. That's 4 inches long. That's 2 inches long. That's 6 inches long. That is 5 inches long. So these are real handy for setup. Here again, you don't need a snap-on speed square. I got a speed square from Harbor Freight. It's about $3 or $2. But, you know, square is square, so whatever. And it is right on the money. Now, I did get this drill block. This helps you drill perpendicular holes. Set it on there and drill through it so it's a guide. Let's turn down this way. So it's a guide you can drill through. Of course, I had to get the custom snap-on hammer off the tool truck. Got to have that. We won't go into that too much. And the snap-on utility knife. Got 3 viewers on our new channel. I bought some T-Track. Now I got a router table coming. It'll be here tomorrow. It's a skill router table to go with my big 2 horsepower skill router that's back in St. Louis. And I'm going to add these to that. I got 2 of those. The next thing I got from Harbor Freight are these wood clamps, parallel clamps. How much do you what's the difference between this and $100 pair? I think these were $4. So you can get stuff on the cheap. So we got 2 of those, and they won't go in the box. I'm kind of packing up stuff so I can get out of here. Here's some of the other bits and things I got. Now I don't need this now. I've changed direction. This was a router table insert, and I still might use it in my workbench for my small trim router. Another one of those tracks. Three and 2. I'll show you how to use all this stuff when I get back to St. Louis. All right, the next is another part of my favorite thing to do. Let me put these back in here. Sanding. I got one other piece that I got to go out to the car to get, another sander that I bought today. Oh, this marking pencil. This pencil is, I love it. It's great. Very pricey. Got this from Woodcrafter. Okay, let's talk about drilling. Talk about drilling perpendicular holes. This here, obviously, you put the drill on here and shoot it right straight down in, so you can set that up anywhere. You can also angle the what happens happening here? What did I do here? Oh, I got this tightened up maybe. There it is. Thing should angle. It's locked in. There we go. You can drill an angled hole as well. Of course, it has a stop, so you can only drill in so far. So that's kind of cool to work with. And put that back in the box too. I think it'll go in the box like they might have to take it apart. Yep. Have to take it apart. But on this channel, we're going to build things for my shop in St. Louis. I have some cabinets I want to build in the kitchen too, so I tell people who watch my airplane channel that if you can build model airplanes, you can build anything. And I'm not kidding. You gotta know how to read a tape, basic use of hand tools. Get this back in the box. Now I don't have a table saw yet. They have a saw on sale at Lowe's, but if I buy a saw here in Dayton, that means I got to tote it back to St. Louis. So I think I'm just going to forego that, and we'll pick that up when we get to St. Louis in a month or so. 1st of April, I'm looking at. This angle drill is by Wolfcraft, not Woodcraft, but Wolfcraft. I think they were trying to cheat, but who knows. Get this packed in the box. Got some other bits that bits and bobs that are pretty handy. These are clamps. Now I bought a cheap set of 90-degree clamps. I'm going to drill some holes in it. And these here allow you to hold your cabinets together. These are by Miles Craft. These are 20 bucks. And all these tools I'm showing you are not very expensive. Not considering. Another thing you're going to need is these drill bits and countersinking equipment. Now this is how to do this stuff on the cheap, actually. Oh, these are clamps too. I got more clamps. Okay, 2 sets of those. All right. Now we can get to the meat of things here. This is a 1/4 sheet DeWalt palm sander. Not very expensive, about 50 bucks, $49. Quarter up the sheet, put the sheet on it, and sand away. So because we certainly aren't going to be sanding pine and basswood and spruce and things like that by hand like we do balsa wood. So you got to have a sander. That's one type of sander. Here's another fairly inexpensive tool. This was a Skill 18-inch belt sander. It was $50. $49. Shoot, I should have put that back in the box. Oh well. Now don't look for videos on this channel as often as I do on Stunhanger. These will probably be about once a week or so. I guess we need to open it up from this side. Until I start building cabinets, which will be probably one a day and then one or two a day on Stunhanger normal. This ain't like the old sanders that I remember, but I haven't used any of these tools yet. But it seems very well made, so as Skill products usually are. And just like my router is a Skill router. Now I've stayed with, I had Porter cable and I used those at work, but I went through a lot of Porter cable drills and impacts, and I'm tired of buying those. So for my home use, I'm going to use the DeWalt brand. And I'm going to try to stay brand loyal so that we have batteries and chargers for it. Next thing you're going to need is a air nailer or some type of brad nailer. Here again, this was very inexpensive. It was $29 at Harbor Freight. I use these at work. It works very well for staples and 18 gauge nails, 1.5 inch, 1 inch, so on and so forth. They work very good. So I'll be putting drawer boxes together with a brad nailer. I think we're going to try to keep videos on this channel down to half an hour. Whereas on Stunhanger normal, I do a 1 hour broadcast, and then Charles does a 3 hour broadcast or so. I don't know what he does. In this box here, I have all kind of goodies. These are called bench cookies. And you put these on your bench and lay your plywood on top, and that way you can cut without cutting into your bench top. You can also paint on these. They have a little cone on the end, so you stand them up and lay your material on top, and that way you don't have any mess on the bench. Spring-loaded center punch, very important to have. We got that. As you can tell, I like tools. 18 gauge brad nails. Then we have plug cutters, step bits, and countersunk drills. So you can adjust this stop ever how thick your material is, and in one shot drill a hole and countersink the head. And if you don't want that screw showing, you cut a plug and then stick the plug in the hole. Or you can countersink and let it show. And I think that, oh, I forgot. I got to show you those. Different with model airplanes, you got to have bigger clamps. Now, I didn't get the parallel clamps because they're about 50 bucks a piece. But here again, these Bermans were 20 bucks a piece. This is a 24-inch Berman clamp. And good reviews on these. However, you want to buy the 26 or the 36 inchers, they're super expensive. So what I did was I got the Harbor Freight jobs, 36 inch. No, these are 48s. These were $9. Is it as good as those? Probably not. But for what I'm going to do with them, just holding things together while glue dries, they'll be just fine. I mean, I don't need Festool type equipment because, first off, this is not my job. This is going to be a second hobby. I need to build some stuff for my shop. Now we're almost down on this pile, then I'll go out and get that other sander. Now, I have a good skill router. It's a 2.5 horsepower or whatever router in St. Louis. That's going to go with my router table. That'll be here tomorrow. The skill router table. That was a little pricey. But I'm going to need something for mica or laminate work. So I bought a Harbor Freight Drillmaster trim router, you know. If it's a single speed, if it does one thing and it cuts off the laminate, heck, who cares? You know, like I said, I don't need Festool. I don't need that high dollar stuff. So we got a small trim router here. I definitely don't need to spend the high dollar for a battery operated one because I'm going to have a cord that I want to be able to plug into. Now, the Paste of Resistance, the track saw. Now I'm going to be having to haul this lumber in my car. I don't have a pickup truck. So I have a Porter Cable 6.5 inch saw, circular saw, with a Kreg track to break it up in the parking lot. I'm going to break the sheeting up in the parking lot and put it in the back of my SUV. Let me get this off of here. I haven't even opened this. I've had it about a month now, and I haven't even looked at it. So, unboxing, first look, same. Here again, this is the cheapest track saw on Amazon. It's $100. It's Hencho and China to the port of Tacoma, then up to West Dundee, Illinois. So it comes from our IP stealing friends across the water. What makes track saws so nice is that they're so safe. Now, I watched a few videos on this track saw and decided, you know what, we'll try that. A dust port here. Hook it up to your vacuum. Now there are some setup things you got to do to this to tune it up and get it to work. But we're not going to do those today. We'll do those back in St. Louis. Got some regular foam here. Keep it from... There it is. This is a plunge saw. So you put the track and you set it up so that the track is right on the line. I got the track over there. I wish it was a little longer. It's only 100-inch. I should have bought the 110-inch because of the length of a sheet of plywood. But we'll just move it. I mean, ain't nothing for a step where I'm not going to spend any more money on that. The overmolding feels really nice on this. And it's a good looking saw. Like I say, got a lock up top here. Here's the dust port. Maybe there's there's another snorkel in here. Got some other parts and some instructions. Here's a snorkel here to, we turn that out. I don't know which way this goes. It goes like that. Hook your vacuum up to it and whoop. So lock off. Now that's the lock on. I don't know how to work this yet, but we'll figure it out when we get there. That locks it down. Okay. That's for changing the blade. You push that button, take the blade off the included Allen wrench here, and out it comes. Comes with a pretty decent blade, it looks like. Not a panel saw, but combination. Now they say that you don't need a table saw if you got a track saw. I ain't buying that. So we're going to get us a table saw. And the one that I wanted, I ain't going to spend $500 for. I'm not going to do that much woodwork. We'll do $300 worth, but not 500. I want to get something I can use a dado on. Let's see, why won't this come back? That's why. I'll put this back in the box. So that was a good buy, I think. So basically what I've shown you here is about $250 worth of tools to start my woodworking. Well, that ain't true because the Snap-on hammer costs $50. So about $300 worth. Of course, I'm going to go out in the car and get this other tool I just bought. That was another $129, but I left it in the car when I came home. I was getting my lunch. Kind of an invaluable tool to have. You won't use it all the time, but I will use it. careful, this thing's pretty heavy. Okay. There it is. Okay, put this back. Let me grab my last tool, it'll be about a minute to show you. I'll try to edit this part out. I gotta get keys. Okay, one more tool I just got today. Haven't even taken it out of the box. The sale ends the 8th, so wanted to get it before it went off the sale. This multi-tool. Oh yeah, that's nice. 3-speed multi-tool. So you get a battery, a charger, these aren't the good batteries, but what do you expect for 120 bucks? Got a light on it. You wonder, what are you going to do with that? Well, you can either cut with it or sand with it. So, I don't know what this is. We don't need to take all this shit out of the bag. I'm just going to take it to St. Louis anyway, so. I'm happy with that. Try to get your stuff on sale when you can. Like I say, don't be afraid of Harbor Freight. How are you going to screw up? You know, one thing I didn't find or didn't see is I had a box of angles. I have to find those. Setup angles. Gotta look for those. Very important. I'm trying to keep all this stuff together in one spot so I know where the tools are. Now will it go back in the box? Yeah, probably. assembly. Yep. Let me see if I can find these angles that I wanted to show you. I know they're here somewhere. They gotta be. Who would steal those? Huh. Huh. Guess they're underneath all that shit. Oh, one last thing. Well, besides the setup angles, I got these gauge blocks. These gauge blocks are pretty slick. These help you with setup. I can use them in model airplanes or woodworking. You know, let's say I want to sand a 3/16 slot. I just put a piece of sandpaper on that, and boom, I got a 3/16 slot. If I need a 3/32, need 3/4 sticking up on the router, you just set it down and bring it up till it's flush, and you got 3/4. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not happy I can't find my setup blocks, but they're here somewhere. Huh. Kind of wanted to show you guys those. I don't want to have to buy them again. Not like they're expensive, but there's more shit to buy. All right, that's about all I got for this first video on Stunhanger Woodworks. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. We'll be back in St. Louis in about the 1st of April. We'll start putting all these tools to use, and you'll see that, yeah, not only can I build airplanes, I can build cabinets too. I'm the type of guy, I can do anything I want to do. All I got to do is want to do it bad enough. Signs, welding, mechanics, framing, finished carpentry work. It doesn't matter. It's all the same stuff. Can you read a tape? Are you good with your hands? Can you use the tools? So, and when I say, can I do it? You'll see, I can do it proficiently. It will be perfect. Because that's just the kind of guy I got to be. All right. We'll see you on the next one. See you over on Stunhanger in a little bit. On the other channel, we'll build some airplanes. Fairwinds. See ya.